G'day folks, it's the Maple Monkey here again with another Marvel United gameplay video for you, and this time we're going to be finishing off the X-Men animated series Season 1 campaign that we've been playing through on and off with the last few videos we've been doing, and it's all come to this. All the decisions we've made, the different paths we've gone down have led to a showdown with Apocalypse. So I think we had a choice between Apocalypse and Magneto as our sort of final bad guy, and so this is where we've ended up. So we've been playing with Dave Amarasinghe, or you might know him as Diversion Architect in the homebrew scene. We've been playing through his X-Men campaign, the animated series here, and he had this available on the homebrew wiki pages there, and he put this out a while ago. This was his sort of PDF version, and he's done a lot of great work with this campaign. There's sort of a branching story path. So in fact, even if we I think if we lose this particular scenario, there are sort of ways, time travel and that sort of stuff with Bishop and stuff, where we can sort of go back and try a different path as well. He's got to put a lot of thought into the structure of the campaign and how it sort of works, and all these different options for multiple sort of variants and different ways to sort of raise and lower the difficulty, and using the team decks and giving you some background on the comics and that sort of stuff as well. So we've been playing through these, and you can see the different sort of comic references and different suggestions for other sort of locations and all that sort of stuff. But what we're going to do, instead of playing through, I think, where's Apocalypse? Here we go. Instead of playing through this page here, what we're going to do, because luckily, just in time for the finish of our campaign, and I should say, the finish, because even though I mentioned that we can sort of continue even if we lose this scenario, I thought, well, let's make this sort of like a final sort of battle for it, so we can sort of have a bit of a tie it all up nicely and have a bit of a conclusion, especially considering we're just sort of celebrating the end of the current X-Men 97 series as well. So I thought this would be a nice way to sort of finish things off. But yeah, luckily he has updated his campaign, so all of that stuff in the PDF version he's now translated across to the new card deck style that of campaign that we're going to be seeing with the release of the multiverse sort of Kickstarter campaign. Part of that, they've introduced these card deck what do you call them, campaigns, I guess, and so that's what we're going to be looking at today. So he's printed, I think he's not printed, he's put together the whole campaign, I believe, and you can access that on the same sort of wiki, homebrew wiki page as the PDF version. So if you prefer one or the other, you can still access them. But I've only printed out for sort of home print here just the stuff relevant to the Apocalypse fight. I figure I'll save the actual printing for a sort of a pro quality print run. Yeah, just thought I'd show off the last battle with this one. So I'll stop. Well, I won't stop rabbiting on because I've still got a lot to go through, but I'll try and speed up here. So this is the deck here. So you can see there are event cards here. So these ones, because they're towards the end of the campaign, are 44, 45, and so on. So they've got like a numbered series of events that sort of go on there. And then you have these game cards here, and you've got oh, where'd it go? Here it is. You've got a campaign overview card as well. So this is sort of like the starting of the campaign here. You've got a campaign guide, so it gives you a little bit of a background there on the campaign. So this is sort of based on the synopsis of the show. It gives you a campaign roster. So this is something he sort of added. He does have a bit of a roster in the other system, but this one gives you a little bit more of a focused sort of group here. And then this is something that comes in the new campaign decks for the official ones. This idea of a roster, and as you sort of lose heroes and things like that, you sort of cross them off so you can't access them again. And if you run out of heroes in your roster, then you're out of luck. So you've got limited resources here. So on the back, we've got a bit of a guide here as well. It explains the idea that you can reduce or increase the difficulty with little modifiers when you see these symbols here. Also gives you just a reminder that you can pretty much use whatever you want with any of your components, but also gives you some guides for how you might want to sort of replace specific components and which things are available at retail and which things are Kickstarter or crowdfunding exclusive. Since now I think the United range is going into GameFound, I believe. So yeah, there we go. So that's the campaign guide. Then we've got our cards here. So if we have a look at Animated Season 1, if we have a look at this, so previous battle would have told us to go to card 44 here, event card 44. So we flip it over and free the mutant slaves. Okay, so Rogue has found the mastermind. Apocalypse's impressive technology turns this into a fight in the stars. Can the X-Men free the mutants he's twisted to his will? Alright, so we've got some modifiers here. Now I'd really love to do the Plan B challenge because of the fighting on the ship that happens in the comics series of this when it's the old X Factor team. But I figured, and I really wanted to use the old X Factor team too, but I figured no, let's keep it to the animated series stuff. So yeah, I'm not gonna use those ones. Didn't think it would use the Danger Room challenge, and I think we won't. You're knowing me, I don't really want to use the increased difficulty either. So although this would be an interesting one if we had access to the complications deck at the moment, but we don't really have that. So we're just going to play it as is. So we're not going to use these, but feel free to use these when you're playing it yourself. And then it just says go to game 10 and begin. So and then you've got further event cards, but you don't flip any of those over until instructed, so we're going to leave those off to the side. So we go to game 10, so you've got all the different games in the scenario, so we've got 1, 2, 3 and so on. So we're going to go to game 10. Got all the other ones, you've got the Sentinels and Bob and all those other guys, so pop those off to the side as well. And alright, game 10, whoa, here we go. See if I can focus that. Apocalypse, so we're going to play Apocalypse. Law recommended setup. So starting from the villain starting location and proceeding clockwise, we've got the pyramid followed by the Sentinel space station, and you can see he's got a little explanation of why each of these things are used, and in terms of the storyline there. So that's what we've got set up there. Then it says recommended team deck, so if you're using a team, it says recommends using that, and then the event 44. So we then go to, oh hold on, resolve event 44. Oh, hold on, did we do 44? I think we did, didn't we? Whoops, I think I did that the wrong way around. Anyway, so we resolved event 44. I think we maybe, oh I think it said flip, that's right, we were reading on here and it said flip, yeah, flip game 10, that's right, and begin. So sorry, we flip this now, and then it says, here we go, heroes, so these are all the things that, so we basically start playing, and then if any of these things happen in the game, we go to these event cards. Yep. So sorry Dave, I've messed up the explanation there, but yeah, we start with this card, then that tells us to go to the events, and then that event card told us to flip this card. So there we go. We've got to remember that if the heroes clear all the threats in play, we resolve 45. If we can't play a card causing us to lose, or if the villain can't play a card causing us to lose, we go to 46. If the villainous plot causes us to lose, which I believe is, in this case, the survival track, then we go to 47. And if the heroes win, we go to event 48. So there we go. So that's what we're going to be looking for. Why don't we put that down there to remind us? I think we're good with the other cards here. We'll put the deck. Where will we put this? Maybe we'll put this over here. Okay. And I think we're good to get into it. Let's explain some of the stuff going on here. So Apocalypse does not have any health. So let's have a look at his special setup. So set aside the master plan card, Age of Apocalypse begins. Place it on the top of the deck. So basically he's got a starting hand card. Apocalypse Pyramid must be the villain's starting location. So we've got him up the top there. And the Starlight Citadel has to be the hero starting location. We place the threats randomly on the other 4 locations with their corresponding villain pieces. Place the Apocalypse tracker and survival tracker on the 0 place of the Apocalypse track. And with these henchmen, the 4 horsemen, they have different sides. They have a weakened side. So if we'd played the prelude battle. Some of these might be on their weakened side, but also conversely some of them might have extra cards like seeded into the master plan deck. But also throughout the game these guys can come back on their weakened side as well, so we'll just put that there. And interestingly, these two locations do not have any threats on them to start with. So let's have a look at this Apocalypse track. This is what it's all about. So both those other trackers start on the 0 space. The heroes lose when the Apocalypse tracker reaches 16. That's not great. And the heroes win. We'll just skip to this bit here. The heroes win if the survival tracker, so our tracker, surpasses the Apocalypse tracker after 2 missions have been completed. So we're trying to sort of keep up with his tracker and sort of overtake him once we've got 2 missions completed. Let's have a look up here. If at the end of a villain turn 1 or more heroes have taken any damage, we increase the tracker by 1. When a hero is KO'd, we increase the tracker by 1 instead of increasing his or activating his BAM. Once Apocalypse can be damaged, each damage that would be dealt to him increases the survival tracker by 1, and each completed mission increases the tracker by 2. So essentially we can sort of skip up these ones a bit faster if we can complete the 3 missions. Otherwise we're going up by 1 for every damage we can do to him. Alright, so essentially this becomes like a health track for him after that. Then his BAM, he deals a damage to each to 1 hero in his location and in each adjacent location. So he's got a big area of effect attack. He also increases this track if 1 or more tokens can't be added to a location. So not for each thing that overflows, but each location that overflows is going to raise that by 1. So still pretty scary. So there you go. That's how Apocalypse works. We've got his, as you can see, we'll shuffle this up. He's got his deck with, oh goodness, lots of scary cards in here. I don't really like his deck. I think I remember playing him on the channel, like in the early days, and I don't think we won. I think we got, who did we play? I think we used Alpha Flight or something, and I don't remember it going well. But anyway, so he's got this starting master plan card. So we're going to see what that does in a second. He's got his what do you call these guys? Henchmen. His horsemen. So War has 5 health because he's on his like full powerful side. Now his BAM is he moves to the next clockwise location with any thugs, if possible, and deal a damage to 1 hero there. Then distribute damage to heroes in each location equal to the number of thugs in the location. So he goes to the next spot with thugs and does 1 damage to a hero there. Then also any heroes in any locations with thugs, basically getting attacked as a team sort of thing. So that's his story. Now there's another one. I think this is Famine. Famine similar. 5 health. Move Famine to the next location clockwise with any civilians and deal them 1 damage there. Then distribute damage to heroes in each location equal to the number of civilians in their location. So essentially doing the same thing. We have Death. What does Death do? He's got extra health. And then move Death to the next location with any heroes and deal 2 unpreventable damage to 1 hero there. Not great. And Pestilence. Ooh, let's have a look. Move Pestilence to the next location with no what do we call them? Thugs and civilians, and deal damage to each hero there and in adjacent locations. So if you're trying to keep the locations clear, then that's not good. Because because these two want the locations to have thugs and civilians. If you're looking for, okay, well, we'll just clear the locations and then we won't have to worry about it, but then she hits you, so it's like, whoa, that's not good. Alright, so I feel like there's going to be a lot of KOing and this could go very badly. Our missions are the same. We're going for rescuing, defeating thugs, and clearing threats. Alright, we'll put these down here. We have to remember, if we do clear all the threats, we also trigger that other event card. See what that does as well. Alright, we're going to pop that down there. Now our team of heroes. So we've got Apocalypse. Here we go. So let's start into the heroes. Let's have a look at these villains and henchmen. Now in this scenario, the actual henchmen, the cards stay where they are, but the actual henchmen move around, and you have to damage them where they are, like villains essentially, and their health is just tracked on the card wherever it is. Okay, we've got who was that? That was Pestilence, and that was Famine. Then we have War. I don't know why I'm really showing these off because they're not painted, but in case you're just interested in the models, then we've got Death. There we are. And now our team, we're gonna have Cyclops, just because he's pretty classic for X-Men. If we're gonna sort of finish off a animated series campaign, we may as well bring Cyclops. Also, then we're gonna bring probably my favorite, Wolverine, just because he's pretty tough and I just like him. Then it mentions Rogue in the story, and also she's pretty awesome and has been really cool in the recent show as well. So we'll bring Rogue into the battle. And then also, just because she's awesome, we're going to bring Storm in as well. And she's been really cool in the show as well. So I'm not sure how accurate this is to the cartoon show in terms of who exactly was there, but that's what we're going to go with. Also, just mentioning the cards we've been talking about as well, this deck as well. You might have noticed that there's sort of no reference to like the comic issues or the TV episodes and that sort of stuff on these particular cards, but Dave is developing some like lore cards that go along with the deck as well, but they're not necessarily strictly necessary to play the deck sort of thing. But if you're missing that, if you're like, oh, I liked that stuff in his campaign PDF version, he's still providing that information because he's done a lot of research and put together this scenario that makes sense. So you can still get that if you like it. So good work, Dave. Hope you guys like this this campaign deck that he's put together. All right, well, I think we've got all that stuff ready to go. We'll just have a look at old Cyclops, what he's got. He's going to come to the party with a move and a star. He's got optic blasts and a couple of stars there. So he's going all out with the heroics to start with. Okay, so that's Psych. I should put these trackers here on the zero space. Who did we say was going there? Let's go Wolverine, because he's pretty eager to get into battle. I figure Cyclops is going to lead the team, although I guess like Storm is pretty much just as good a leader on the team as well. Maybe we should use Storm, but I think we'll go with Cyclops. Now we've got a starting hand card here, Wolverine, so he's got his healing factor. There we go. I'm sure most of you are probably pretty familiar with these. These are pretty sort of classic characters, most of them. So we've got a single punch and a single move. Wow, Wolverine, you're not really... Okay, you're saving your big guns for later, are you? Okay, sounds good. Then let's go... let's go Storm next. Maybe we have like two teams or something. There's like two leaders, so Storm can lead Rogue. Alright. 1, 2, 3. Okay, she's got a heroic and a wild and no specials there, and a star and or a heroic and a punch. Whoopsie. And now Rogue can fly in at the end and beat him up. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we've got a move and a punch. And oh, here we go, some sort of ability. Use the special effect of another, so the special effect of another hero's face-up card in the storyline. Okay, at the end of your turn, turn that card face down. Right. Okay. Okay. Alright, well, I think we can get into it, and hopefully we'll last a few rounds here. We'll see how we go. Alright, wish us luck. Alright, well, we're going to start with this starting master plan card, and we'll see what it does. Hopefully I'm holding that steady enough. Hopefully it's far enough away. Alright, so he's moving 3, so directly towards us. 1, 2, 3. There's no starting location. I should also mention, I forgot to mention, Apocalypse's pyramid. If you're over in his pyramid, villains ignore a damage in that spot each hero turn, and also because the end of turn effect is open, you must discard 1 card from your hand to the bottom of your deck. So it basically just damages you there if you're caught in that spot. And then the Starlight Citadel also has its effect open, so that says once the first mission is complete, heroes may at any time replace this location with any other location not already in play. Move everything from this location to the new one, so including tokens and stuff like that, I guess. Alright, so Age of Apocalypse begins, move Apocalypse. Okay, so he's going to move, hold on, so he's moved 3, there's no BAM, but he's going to move, oh, there's no BAM. Interesting. Okay, so he's going to move back to his pyramid, and he's going to take another hero with him, and they're going to take 2 damage. Right. Then he's going to drop these things. What are they? Thugs. He's going to drop thugs around the place. Well, I've got to decide before I do that. Alright, because I'm thinking, well, maybe Wolverine fits the bill, because if he takes some damage, but then we can give him a healing factor card and he can maybe sort of keep himself going there. But I think storyline-wise, I can't really remember, but doesn't Rogue go to Muir Island in the TV show looking to sort of like lose her powers? Because she doesn't like them, and then she sort of gets conned in by Apocalypse, and I think Mystique's working for Apocalypse or something like that. So maybe it makes sense storyline-wise for Rogue to be the person to go. What do we think? What's Cyclops going to give our friends over here? Oh, maybe. Alright, let's go storyline-wise, let's go Rogue. Alright, I think maybe it makes more sense to do Wolverine, but we'll see. Alright, so Rogue's going to lose 2 cards. Maybe we'll lose the ability absorption, because at this stage, maybe not many people are going to be putting their we don't seem to have a lot of special effect cards, and the only one we have, like a really good one here, is the healing factor, and we don't want to lose that going face down. So maybe we'll pop those away. Yeah. Maybe put that one on top. Maybe give her a move and a punch or something. Yeah, okay. There we go. So Rogue goes over here, she takes 2 damage. Then, alright, what happens after that? So she's taken a damage. So at the end of the villain turn, oh, we've got to put the tokens down, so is that one already there? Yeah, that's already there. So 1, 2, 3. Okay. At the end of the villain's turn, we've taken 1 hero's been damaged, so the tracker goes up by 1. There's no overflow yet, but oh, by the way, we're going to have the yellow. I don't know if you can make this out, but the red tracker is going to be Apocalypse, and the yellow tracker is going to be the X-Men. All right. I think that's everything. So we went through. He took her over there, did 2 damage to her, and then he's placed the things out, but there's no BAM. So because there's no BAM, the henchmen don't activate. Alright, as far as I can tell. Well, let's see what Psyche is going to do. He's going to draw... Oh, wow, okay. He's drawn double wild to start with. What does he want to do? Where is he? He's there. Okay. Ooh. I mean, he could get a great head start on defeating thugs. He could just blast into both locations. You go 1, 2, 3. Then I'm like, oh, maybe I should have kept Rogue's thingy, but okay, so that's interesting. Alright, could do that. Or he could, I don't really want to say, the double star's not going to be super helpful. The move and star could sort of move and he could do some work there. The double wild will give Wolverine a very good turn, but I'm sort of thinking I'd like Wolverine to use his healing factor. So, I suppose still having a double wild is going to be helpful with his healing factor too. Just worried about... Well, you know what? If we use the double wild now, what's he going to do? He's going to punch one thug and then maybe be able to move. Which doesn't seem like a massive use of that one. He's probably... like, the problem is if I get Shazammed and he's got this in his hand, I don't want to like lose that. But then having it late game is not bad either, I guess. Alright, let's play the Optic Blast though, I think. Alright, we'll play the Optic Blast. That's going to give Wolverine... problem. If Wolverine just stays where he is, then that Optic Blast is a bit of a waste for him, isn't it? If he plays the healing factor. I almost wonder, is the healing factor going to be enough to keep him around? It might be the difference. Alright, let's have a think. Maybe in the interest of giving Wolverine something to do with the healing factor, let's... Then it's like, well, do we use the healing? Sorry, do we use the wild, moving wild? No, not wild, moving star. Yeah, alright, I'm sure we're going to get Shazammed enough that these are probably going to cycle through. Let's maybe use the move and heroic. So Cyclops is going to move... which way? Cyclops is going to move... let's say this way. Psyche is going to move, he's going to rescue one civilian. There we go. And that's his turn. Okay. Then... then Wolverine, he's going to draw a card. Oh, he's got Adamantium Claws. That could be a good attacking round down the track. But I think we're going to put the healing factor into play. So now Wolverine's going to move once, and he's going to... I probably should be like really reading these and working out what direction these guys are going to go in, but it's a bit late for that. I don't know if I got the brain power to be really working out what the best combination to do is, so to stop cascading things from the different combos of these henchmen, but we'll see how we go. So Wolverine has done that. Okay, he's got his healing factor in play, he's moved and he's rescued 2. Now we get to do one more turn, and that's going to be Storm. So she's got a range of different cards here. Right, Storm, what do you want to do? You've been given a heroic. So we probably want you to move this way. What can you do with that heroic? If I give you the heroic and the punch, there's only one civilian to rescue here, so that's probably not super useful. I think we maybe go the wild. So she's going to... oh, hold on. Well, she's only got... yeah, alright. Well, I guess, yeah, it's not a great start out the gate, I don't think, but we'll see. She's going to jump over this way. She's going to rescue, so she's moving and she's rescuing one. So we're really flying up the civilian start. We might have to sort of really shift gears so we don't race up that too fast, but we'll see how we go. I feel like there's a lot of baddies out here that we can deal with as well. Okay, what do you guys think? Was that a decent first opening round, or was that rubbish? Okay, so we didn't complete any. So how do we raise this thing? We didn't complete any. Didn't complete any missions, so we're not going up by 2. We haven't, and then we're not damaging him either. So that's all right. So we're good. Okay, so let's have a look at what Apocalypse does now. Let's have a look at him. He's doing this thing. Okay, so he is moving 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Jeez, all right. Then he's bamming. So his bam is deal 1 damage to 1 hero in his location and each adjacent. So okay, so only one of them has to take some damage here. Alright, well Cyclops has got pretty good cards there. Maybe let's lose the, well, what do you reckon, the single heroic or the single, maybe the movement? Yeah, maybe movement might be handy chasing him down later. Okay, so she's taken 1 damage. Alright, that's right. Yep, 1 damage to 1 hero. Alright. Then we have to do some bamming from the Furious 5 here, or the Furious 4. So, who's this? This is Pestilence. So Pestilence is going to move Pestilence to the next location with no civilians. So that doesn't exist. So I think, and deal 1 damage to each hero there and in each adjacent location. So she's not moving, I think, because there is no spot that has no civilians and thugs. So I think she just stays where she is, and then she's going to deal 1 damage to each hero there and in each adjacent location. So Wolverine's going to take a hit here. Okay, where's Wolverine? Well, Wolverine, let's lose maybe your movement. Yeah, because you can probably stay there and punch people. Who's coming up next, actually? It's going to be Death. Ugh. Now, oh, okay. So Death is going to, what's he do? Move Death to the next location clockwise with any heroes. That's going to be Rogue. Deal 2 unpreventable damage. Well, there you go, Rogue. She's goner. Now, immediately as that happens, the tracker goes up by 1 because she's been KO'd. And we only do the first 2 available henchmen there. So even though War and who's that? Famine are present, they don't actually trigger their BAMs. Then Apocalypse is going to put a bunch of civilians out. Alright, well, now he's like, he heard us saying that, oh, we're going to shift to the thugs, so he's like, well, can I interest you in some civilians instead? Uh-oh, we've got an overflow here, so there's 1, so it's going up by 1 again. Okay, and it's going to go up 1 more time at the end of the turn. Wow, we're on 4. Because we had some damage done there as well. So there was damage plus that was a KO. Alright. Did we take it down? Yeah, we did. Alright, now at the end of the turn, Wolverine... if you listen, you may draw a card. So Wolverine's going to draw a card for healing. Then I think Rogue's going to get a turn. So Rogue should have been KO'd. We'll put her down. Okay. Yeah, Rogue's going to get a turn though. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we've put all the things out, haven't we? Alright, so Rogue's got a double wild. Nice. What's she working with? She's got a wild as well. She's got an ability absorption. So that is the special effect card as well. But yeah, she doesn't want to affect the healing factor though. She's got a single wild and she's got a movement. So, okay. Well, let's do maybe a double wild then, I'm guessing. And also, I should have mentioned, we're playing on easy mode because we're using the double wilds and the single wilds as well. Okay, so What's our plan now? We don't want to end our turn there because we're going to take another damage if we do. We've got 3 wilds. 3 wilds. Maybe it's time to start working on some of these henchmen, or maybe it's time to... I mean, this is not great. That's pretty full, so I wouldn't mind moving on that, but we've got characters here that can maybe deal with that. So who have we got coming up? We've got Wolverine, Cyclops, and Rogue. So Cyclops and Wolverine. Right. So between the two of us, let's maybe let Cyclops, maybe Cyclops can clear this. Maybe Wolverine and Rogue can deal with Pestilence maybe together. As Wolverine, see, Wolverine's got enough. Yeah, okay. So I think what we're going to do is Rogue's going to stand up. She's going to use Storm's movement. She hits with a gust of wind, moves her over here. She's going to use 2 punches to deal some damage to Pestilence. Right. Now, yeah. Then Cyclops is going to draw a card. Oh, he's got 2 heroics there. Okay, but I think Cyclops... Oh, now here's the thing. We could do this optic blast thing, which would be... Although that wouldn't be as useful here, because there's no one over here. So let's go with... I think Cyclops is going to keep up the pressure on maybe the civilians. So Cyclops is going to move here with 1 of the heroics. He's going to rescue 2 of the civilians. Now, is he going to, with his last wild, rescue a civilian, or is he going to start working on the thugs maybe? Or is he going to go for a henchman? Now, what's he going to do? This one's getting pretty full, but it's not super full, and Storm is there. No, I think he's going to... Oof. I mean, if we get rid of a civilian, that's like one space that if famine goes, then that's another spot that's safe. Yeah, you know what? While we've got this happening, let's do that. Wouldn't mind working on the thugs though, but maybe if we're going to start working on the henchmen, we maybe just make these our 2 focuses. That's a lot of health though, isn't it? To get rid of all of them. Yeah. But they are also damaging us a lot if we keep them all alive. Okay, we'll go the civilian. We'll see. Okay, let's go with Wolverine. Wolverine, what are you up to, buddy? Oops, and he's drawn adamantium claws there as well. So we've already got a move. So we've got... Well, if we do the adamantium claws with the punch, we can save the one with the wild for a little bit later. Alright, so let's do this. This also gives more things out for Rogue to use later on. So we've got our 3 punches there that we need to finish off Pestilence, and we can also then move, because we're going to need the movement there. We've got 1 more wild, so well, I'm guessing it probably makes sense to remove this thug so that there's less spots for war to hit us with, maybe? I don't know. So we'll do that thug there, plus we'll do our 3 damage to Pestilence. That's 1 threat cleared. Now what I'm not sure about in this scenario is in terms of clearing these missions, are we, if they come back in, do we count as not having completed it again, or is it like a normal mission where you can just keep, I think you get to keep your cleared threat. I think that's the case, but yeah. Let's see. So we've done that. What does this say? You may discard a card from your hand. Oh, interesting. So Wolverine could discard a card from his hand. Bottom of your deck to swap a card from your hand with one of your face-up ones in the storyline. I mean, we could try and get that adamantium clause back at the moment, but no, I don't think it's. Has he played a wild? He hasn't played his double wild yet either. Let's not risk it. Okay. So I think that's 3 characters. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Yep. All right. So that's 3. So we've got Apocalypse now. So we didn't do anything there. We haven't cleared 2 missions. Yep. Okay. All right. So no points for us yet. What have we got here? What's this say? All right. Hopefully nothing bad. He's going to move 1. Uh-oh. That's these 2 getting hit. Is that right? I think so. So he's moved 1. Then he's doing a 1 damage to 1 hero in his location and each adjacent location. So no one there, no one here, but yeah, these 2 get hit. Okay, so Cyclops has to lose a card. We will lose one of these double wilds. Double heroics. Then Storm will lose maybe just her single heroic. Then War. Okay, so War is going to go. This could be bad. War is going to go. Move War to the next location, clockwise location with any thugs. Yep. And deal 1 damage to 1 hero there, so that's going to be Cyclops. Yikes. Alright, Psych. You know what? I think you're about to get Shazammed here. Yeah. So we're going to put the Super Blast there to be a little bit higher in the deck than it would be. So he takes a damage, then distribute damage to heroes in each location equal to the number of thugs in that location. So Psych is going to take another hit and be KO'd because there is 1 thug in that location. Then Storm is going to take another hit. So, oh God, goodness gracious, she is KO'd. Then these 2 are safe. Alright, for now. Then oh no, then Death goes. Okay, so Death is going to fly in. Now he's going to attack and do 2 damage. Let's see, we might. Is this worth doing? Maybe we'll lose we'll take 2 damage from Wolverine. Then he can heal up. That could be problematic, but we'll see how we go. Yeah, he's going to heal up. As long as we don't get hit again. So Death flew around there. He only does 2 damage to 1 hero. Okay, good. Alright. That's it. Then he places 1, 2 here. 1, 2, yikes. 1, 2, and 1 and 2. 1 and 2. Yikes, yikes, yikes. And that is his turn, and he's caused 1 damage. 1, and he's up to 7 now because he's done 2 KOs. That's pretty quick. That was pretty quick. Okay. No overflows though. Alright. Then Wolverine draws 1 card because of his ability. He's got his double wild. I think Storm is up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. Do we want to put them under pressure? Not really. But we're not really very close to either of these, are we? We maybe went too hard on the civilians. Relocate. So we've got a relocate warriors to a new location. We're pairing this up with a punch. We've got 2 of those, it looks like. 2 of these super movements. Then we've got a move and a punch, and a move and a heroic. So I feel like we need to get a move on with punching maybe at the moment. So let's do move and 2 punches. Where are we, Storm? You're over here. So what could we do? Move and 2 punches. Well, do I want to maybe go for these thugs? Alright, 1. Let's step in here. So I'm going to defeat 1 thug here and 1 thug here, and we'll do a movement. 1, 2. Okay. Then Rogue is going to stand up. I think that's right. We did that. Yep. Rogue, what are you up to? You've got a move and a punch. You're over here. Well, there's plenty of stuff to punch, that's for sure. Now she's got a ability absorption, but it's only got a star on it. There's not many civilians around that side, so I mean I could copy the adamantium claws, right? But there's nothing to use the star on if I did that. I do have this movement here, so I could move in and use the star on this guy and use the special effect of that. I guess that's not a bad move. I can certainly clear a lot of things with that, couldn't I? Yeah. Maybe that's actually not too bad. I mean, it's still putting us dangerously close to these guys, but yeah, we'll see. If I do that, let's think about this. If I do that, I can use the special effect card of another hero's face-up card in the storyline. At the end of your turn, turn that card face down. So I can use 2 punches from the adamantium claws here. Oh, you know what I didn't think about is if I end my turn here, I'm taking a damage though. Is that what I want? Probably not. But is it worth it? Death's hanging around over here, so he's probably not going to hit me next. He'll hit, depending on where Storm is, he'll probably hit her. Right. Let's do it. Let's get a move on with these tokens, and then Wolverine can Wolverine can head in here maybe. There's a lot of targets there, although he's got a, we'll be giving him a heroic though, won't we? Is that the best plan then? Oh, she doesn't really have much else other than like single stars, and yeah, I think this is still pretty good. All right, so we'll damage. Let's leave that guy there for Wolverine. We'll damage one of them with maybe this punch. Then we'll use the move. We'll use the star to do one more rescue. Then we'll use the ability to get the double punch off the adamantium claws to take out these two. Now we're getting closer to closer to success here. Alright, so then we'll flip this because it's the end of the turn. And we need to be thinking about Wolverine's turn, is it? No, hold on. Whose turn? Cyclops' turn. Oh, wait a minute. I thought Wolverine was going to get to go. Well... well, that's just... I guess you're going to have to deal with it. Alright, so, not sure what I was thinking there. So, Cyclops, Wolverine... Storm, Rogue, Cyclops again. So Cyclops wakes up. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, what's he going to do? He's got a single punch. He's been given a star. Okay. He's got this move and give people a bunch of tokens. He's got optic blasts. Okay. And he's got a single wild there. So what's he got a star? A star's not... Alright, is he? Right. Optic Blast isn't great actually in this situation because he's not going to be hitting many folks there, I guess. Movement. Who's coming up after Psych? It's going to be Wolverine. Give Wolverine the movement he wants. Maybe give him a token. I could just come in here. You know what? Maybe this isn't a bad time to play this one. Because all we need, this is like 3 cards, so if we go in here, use the movement and rescue 1, we're completing one of the missions, 1, 2, getting closer, and yes, he's going to go after 2 turns, but we were probably likely within that 2 turns to like knock it over anyway, so maybe that's not too bad. Alright, we'll do that. Okay, so he's under pressure now. Not great, and I forgot to do this, didn't I? Sorry, Rogue. Rogue, you can lose the heroic now, because I feel like we're not going to need them as much, maybe. As movements and wilds and punches. Then we can give 1 wild token to someone. Let's give the wild to... Well, Wolverine's got a bunch of wilds here, but I think he's actually about to get KO'd. I don't see him lasting through this round. Storm doesn't have a lot of good stuff here, actually. So I'm going to give the wild to Storm, just to give her something punchy. She doesn't seem to have a lot of punchy stuff there at the moment. Alright. Considering our next 2, so basically these guys are going to be a team from now on, and then these guys, I guess. Alright, so yes, Wolverine and Storm, and then Rogue and Cyclops will be sort of teaming up. Okay. So, yes, we've pushed that forward by doing a mission, and if we can defeat 3 thugs, then we can start damaging Apocalypse. But the problem is we've left quite a few henchmen out to be damaging us while we're trying to hunt him down. That could be problematic. We'll see how we go. Alright. Let's see. We have... Dun dun dun. He's moving 2. Alright. Now how many guys are over there? Just 1, isn't it? It's just... I don't know, but we're going to get... Rogue's going to get hit here too. Uh-oh. This could be bad. So, 1 damage to Wolverine. Alright, well, I think Wolverine is looking in quite a bit of trouble here. Depends on who's going next. We've got Pestilence is... Oh, sorry, I should have removed Pestilence. Sorry, get out of here, Pestilence. Alright, so not Pestilence. So we go to... So Famine's going to go, then War. So War is going to go to Wolverine. So War's going to do damage to him. So no matter what, Wolverine's going to get taken out here. So what we're going to do... What would I rather have? Let's maybe put the adamantium claws on top, so we'll put that under first. Yep, and then we know Wolverine's going to get taken out, so we may as well put the other one there. So Wolverine's going to get taken out. So we've got 1 damage because of Apocalypse there. Rogue's going to take 1 more hit. Let's put the Wild under from Apocalypse's BAM. So he's gone 1, 2. Activate their BAM in any order. Okay. Not in any order, in order. Okay, so yep, done. Then he is going to, so he's done that. 1 damage, 1 damage. Then we go around with the BAM. So Famine, she's going to jump. Who's she going to go to? She wants to look for civilians. Oh, well, she's going to go here. Next location with civilians, right? That's only 1 location with civilians. Move Famine to the next location with any civilians, if possible, and deal 1 damage to each hero there. Then distribute damage to heroes in any location with civilians, equal to the number of civilians there. Okay, that's no one. So she doesn't do much this turn. Then War goes. So War is going to come around here to Wolverine. He's going to do 1 damage there to Wolverine. That's going to be the thing that knocks him out. So that's 1 up for Wolverine, getting KO'd. Then we have to look at anywhere else that has thugs. So Cyclops is going to take 1 more damage. I think we'll just lose we'll keep those, we'll lose the single punch. Oof. Okay. There we go. And then that is that. And then we have civilians being placed out. It's unfortunate because that means it keeps Famine in the game. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's that. All right. Now we've got to hunt down. Well, now we have to finish off a bunch of thugs first. Then we have to hunt down hunt down Apocalypse. So who is up? It is Wolverine. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Alright. He's got a double punch. He's got a move and 2 punches. He's got double star. That's not great. So where is he? What does he want to do? We want to be able to take out as many thugs as possible. Where's Cyclops? Cyclops is... No, it's not Cyclops, it's Storm. So where's Storm? She's over there. So she can move to a bunch of places. Relocate any heroes to different locations. It's not super great. Considering where she's going in turn order, I don't think that's great because we can't judge where he's going to be. I guess we can move them out of spots we think are going to get hit and stuff. Alright, we've got to move. Oh, we've got to move from Psych. So let's maybe use the double punch. So Wolverine's going to... He's going to jump into this spot, punch these 2. Yeah. I wish I could get rid of the last one to make it like not a spot with thugs, but anyway. So we're going to punch those 2. Then Storm is going to draw a card, so we'll put these over here. Storm, ooh! Punch in any location, that's pretty good. So, and she's got the double punch though. So can she, where is she? She's too far out. I was going to say, oh, that'd be good. So we could do the 2 punch in any location, but I think, hopefully she'll survive long enough. Let's use this to, relocate her to this spot. we could also move some others as well, but she's also now got 2 punches and a wild which she can use as a punch. So let's do that. So she's going to use that 1 wild to defeat the last thug. So that drives us up 2 on the track. 1, 2, not bad. And then because we've completed 2 missions, he's essentially vulnerable, and we can start doing damage to him by attacking where he is and driving up the track. So she's got 2 left, so we're going to drive that up 1, 2. Alright, can we catch him in time? Alright, so, because he's going to go up, we've got to be able to sort of keep up with that. Okay. So we've given the next character movement to try and get to where he ends up. And that character's going to be Rogue. She might need that. We'll see where he ends up. He's probably going to land here. Alright, so we've done that. So we went up 2 for completing the second mission. Now the only way we're going to get another boost of 2 like that is if we defeat all the henchmen. And I don't necessarily see that happening, so we'll have to see how we go. Alright, it is... Now I could discard a card from my hand, but I don't think I want to be giving away any more KOs, so I'm not going to do that. It is Apocalypse's turn. What's he up to? He's going to... Uh-oh. He's going to move to the pyramid. Each horseman activates their BAM, then bring back 1 random defeated horseman on the weakened side. Ugh, that's not good. Alright, so he is going to... So each horseman. Alright, so each horseman. I'll start, and that's starting from his location going around, because there's no picture of the horseman in order, so we just go around. So it's going to be Famine. She's going to move to the next location with any civilians. Move to the next with any civilians and deal damage to 1 hero there. Oh no, she's... bummer, because if she was here, she'd move here and she'd not hit anyone. But unfortunately, she's moving here. So she's about to hit Rogue. Not great. So Rogue... Oh, that KO's Rogue. Oh, man. Alright, so Rogue KO'd. Up 1. Okay. Then anyone in a spot with civilians also takes a damage, is that right? Yep, so Cyclops... No, not Cyclops, but Wolverine. Yeah, alright, Wolverine, you can lose these double stars. Storm is going to lose 1. I guess we'll lose this Moving Star, Moving Heroic. Okay, so then that was just from Famine. Yikes. Now War is going to... Where's War? He's going to hunt down Wolverine. So Wolverine is in a spot with a... Well, Wolverine's going to get KO'd here too. Yep, because Wolverine is in a spot. So he takes a hit. Let's put the adamantium claws in. Oof. And then he's going to get hit again by the secondary effect. Because there's a thug there, so he's KO'd. It's another KO. And then Psych isn't KO'd, but he does take a hit. We'll lose the wild. Oof. Yikes. Or will we lose the wild? Maybe. Who's coming up next? It's going to be Rogue and then him. I mean, if we can give him a move, that's alright, but if we don't give him a move, wild might... but if the wild... Yeah, I think maybe Optic Blast is our best bet. Yikes. Okay, I don't think we're going to be able to do much here. So, it's also going to go up 1 more because they caused a... because they caused damage, and then Then he's placing tokens out. He's placing 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3. Then he is putting Pestilence back in the next location without a threat. Oh, and you know what I forgot to do? Sorry, guys. I can't remember when I did that, but we're going to place Guile's Air Force Base. It says I can put anything in, so I'm going to put this homebrew one in. We're going to get some help from Guile, who's going to fly in. We have to put these two back, but that gives us a bit more breathing room here, I guess. And this ability is you may move to any other location and defeat one henchman there. Alright, so Pestilence, now where does Pestilence go? Next one, I guess from where he is, so the next clockwise location without a threat would be here. So Pestilence goes there, we get 4 health on Pestilence because she's weakened. And yeah, so there we go. Bingo. And I think we have to put, let's just grab another. Have we got another one? Let's just put this here. There we go. Alright. I guess we didn't really need to put those ones out, did we? Okay. There we go. We've got 1, 2, 3. Yep. Alright. Oof, that was not good. One more turn like that, we're in big trouble. Alright, so, and the trouble is I don't think we're going to catch up that fast. Alright, Rogue, you're going to have an absolutely amazing turn, because Psych is not really going to help you out much here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, well she's got a move and a star, not great. She's got a one of these, and she's got one of these, so we'll see what these do. She does have a move. Oh, the problem is she can't, Psych's not going to be able to do much at all. What does she want to use? What ability? She can use another card. So she's got the power absorption, so she can use the symbols at the bottom of it. So I could get like a double wild or something, but that only gives me a star. Or I could use the ability of another card and get the punch, because I'm standing in his location. So I could power absorption. Use the symbols at the bottom of another card. Yeah, okay. So maybe we go like this one. She can, she can maybe, we don't want her to end her turn here, so she's going to have to move. Let's use, let's say another hero, so let's use Psyche's double wild to do 2 damage, 1, 2. And then let's move over here and use the heroic to rescue this spot, maybe. That just goes there. Okay. Or they're both power absorptions. I could use the punch one and do 1 more damage to him, but not rescue this civilian. I mean, it could be the difference between me taking another... Was I supposed to draw... Was I damaged? Was she damaged? I think she was. I think she got hit because of something. No, hold on, she wasn't, because she's just woken up, right? Did I just play 2 cards down there? I think I did. Oh yeah, that's right, because I put that one there. Okay, cool, sweet, sorry. Okay, sorry. It's too late. If I play that, I can do the extra punch. Because I don't think... She's on full health, so maybe she can survive a round, even if Pestilence hit. Because I'm just worried that Pestilence is going to hit her. Although, hold on, not Pestilence, Famine. Where is Famine? Famine's... Although Famine's over here, so maybe she won't get hit by that. So I don't think that's going to be as big an issue. So I think I'll just do one more damage. So now I can't remember if I've pushed this up or not. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I've done 1, 2. No, he didn't do 2. She did 2. 1, 2 plus the wild, and she would have done 2. So I think it's got to go up 1 more. Because she would have done 2 damage. She's done 2 damage with the double wilds. Plus Rogue Storm did 1 more damage with the thingy, didn't she? I think. Or did she? I don't know. Hopefully we'll be able to take him out by more than more than 1. We'll see how we go. Now, do I have to overtake it or? Yeah, I've got to surpass it. So I not equal it. I have to overtake it. So I've got to do. At this stage, I've got to do 3 damage, but he's going to leap ahead as well. All right. Unless Cyclops gets something amazing here, and we know he's already had his double wild. I don't think I'm going to be able to actually do any damage to him. Best I can do is like take out a bunch of thugs. Alright, so I'm drawing a card for Psych. Ugh, he gets a move and a punch. So I think, well, here's the question. Do I give, who's going next? Storm and Wolverine. Do I give the next player a movement so they can get to where they need to go, or do I give them a punch so they can do some damage to him? Let's do some optic blasts, I guess. So he's going to do 1 punch there. He's going to do 1 damage with his other punch. So he's done 2 punches. Then he's going to punch in each adjacent location. So he's going to punch that thug, and he's going to do 1 damage to Death. That's the best he can do. Alright, well, here we go. Storm and... What do we got? Storm and friends. Storm and Wolverine. Do you guys have enough to do anything here? Alright, so he's going to move 1. Well, at least he's near our next team. But that's also bad because he's going to hit them. He does 1 damage to Storm. Alright, well... Who's going next? Famine. Where's Famine? She's going to hit Storm. So Storm's going to get KO'd, so it doesn't really matter here. She's going to lose that cool double punch ability. So, alright, Storm gets hit. That's not good. Alright, so he moves in here, hits Storm. Wolverine luckily is not there, so that's okay. We should push this up now because we know that Storm's been KO'd. So she gets hit once, and then she's going to get hit by Famine again. Who's going to be the next person going there. Then Rogue gets hit. Maybe let's lose that one or something. No, let's lose maybe the power absorption at this point. What's available? She could move 20. Any spot, but then that's not great. Yeah, we'll lose that one. Okay. Then he's okay. Then there's going to be some overflow here, unfortunately. 1, 2, and there's 2 would go down here. That causes an overflow, so we go up 2 more because of 1 for the someone being damaged and 1 for that. I don't think we can do that much damage this turn, but we'll see how we go, because I think it's going to be game over next round if we don't do it this turn. So, both of them have to wake up and hope that they have some good cards. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is it Wolverine next? Yeah, it is. Alright, Wolverine. Give me some good cards. That's not what we're after. Ugh. No special cards, just the move and punch isn't bad. We shouldn't complain too much about that, so we can move in, do 2 punches, so 1, 2, but can we do 1, 2, 3? We can't do 4 damage surely with Storm. Alright, she's got a punch. We've given her a punch with Wolverine. I can't see how she's going to get more than that though. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, she's got... Yeah. Ugh. My goodness. Yeah, we're so close. So close. Alright. We've got the... We may as well play that, right? That's probably their best option. I mean, I guess Rogue with a Atmokinesis would be good too, but yeah. Alright, we'll play that. That's 3. 1, 2, 3. We're equal, but we just don't have enough to surpass him. And then he's going to get to go. Oh, alright, he's moving 5. I don't see how we survive this. He's moving 5. He's going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He does a damage to someone in each of these locations. So Rogue takes a hit. Okay. Let's say Wolverine takes a hit. Let's lose this one. Let's say he's okay. Then War, where are you, War? You're over here. Location with a... Oh! So he goes here. Okay, he goes there. Oh no! The overflow is going to get us here. He goes there. Famine is still in play, isn't she? Yeah, and Famine goes to the next location with any civilians. Yeah. And then these two both take a hit. Doesn't kill them. Okay. So we would have, oh man, we would have survived that, but we've got an overflow here, so we took 1 damage, and then there's 2 overflows, and that's game over. Otherwise, let's see, Rogue would have been able to come in with, was it her next? Yeah, it was her next. Ability absorption, use the special effect. She had a punch as well, we gave her a double, so that would have been 2, 1, 2. Now, unfortunately, he was in the villain spot, so he would have blocked 1 damage, but we would have been able to do 1 damage to him. Plus, what could we have used? Maybe like an optic blast. Use that to do the damage into him in the... Yeah. So maybe that would have helped. And then Cyclops, would he have been... I don't know if actually Cyclops would have got... he would have drawn 1 card. He actually, I don't think, maybe would have been able to do what he needed to do. So even with Rogue getting a good turn there, I think we wouldn't have got him. Well, there you go. Apocalypse has been victorious. Now, well, in fact... Oh, you know what we forgot? Oh, no, I never did that. I never cleared all the threats, so we didn't need to do this. But then we did lose because of the villainous plot. And that takes us to event card 47. Alright. And Apocalypse won. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, so that says... that can't be right. A mutant claiming to be from the future says there must be a way to prevent all this. He disappears after saying, "I'll be back." Remove all defeated heroes from the campaign roster. Oh no. And then proceed to game 8, which I think means you go back to the time traveling one, which, if we have a look at game 8, I think was the one against Mystique, wasn't it? No, sorry, it wasn't Mystique. It was against Nimrod. So you get to sort of try again against a different boss sort of thing. So I think he's another end game boss sort of thing. So there you go. Well, So I hope you guys liked that. That's the animated series campaign, and as you can see, we could sort of keep playing, but I thought we'll just treat that as like the end sort of thing. I think if we had maybe lost due to not having any cards left, that's event card maybe 46, maybe. And I think that's the one where it's like, oh no, in game over. But yeah, well, yeah. Very fun campaign. Thanks very much to Dave for putting all that together for us fans, and thanks to the CMON team for making this fantastic game. And it's really cool to see Dave able to take his existing campaign and then sort of merge it into the official format with the card deck as well, and that was really cool. So especially with the end of, well, let's not get into too many spoilers, but hope you guys really enjoyed. If you have watched it, the animated series, the X-Men '97. I hope you've been enjoying that, and yeah, just some of the things that sort of were hinted at in that last episode, I think were pretty exciting. So let's not say more than that sort of thing. But yeah, I thought this was a pretty fun game to play in homage to that. Everyone enjoying that series at the moment. So yeah, I'll be back with more homebrew stuff, more official Marvel United stuff. We're starting to see more and more of the DC Superheroes United. Some more pictures of the models and stuff. I think there's going to be a convention in Italy, I believe, where they're showing off some of that stuff. So hopefully there might be some footage or some more information coming out as well. And if you've been in the Meeple Monkey community page, or maybe on the Discord as well, you might have seen that I'm starting to work on the G.I. Joe special mission card, which is replacing the Rescue Civilian. So I'm making the and knowing is half the battle mission card. So there's going to be a special challenge where, as you rescue civilians, every third civilian you rescue is like a kid that you give some advice to, and then you get to draw from a special and knowing is half the battle deck, similar to the training deck sort of thing. So and that's been a lot of fun putting those together. So yeah, definitely check that out. I've commissioned a bunch of art for Snake Eyes, my first hero for that range of Marvel, or that range of United stuff, that a homebrew range that started working on. And definitely check out Big Head Chibis for the new Cobra Commander and Snake Eyes models as well. So looking forward to sort of getting some of that finished off as well. I'll also be starting to show some of my new Warriors Orochi stuff. So Dynasty Warriors and Samurai Warriors. Been working on the villains and heroes for that. So I've got a lot of stuff going for that. You can check it out on TTS and also print out the pro print or home print versions of those. And now that the campaign is over, we'll be able to dive back into some My Hero Academia and One Piece and all sorts of different homebrew stuff as well. So keep an eye out for that as well. Anyway, well, thank you very much, guys, and Meeple Monkey out. See ya.